Hello, the Pioneer viewers. We continue to bring you the latest developments regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. As you know, we're closely following the Russia-Ukraine war on our agenda. The war has gained great momentum in recent days, and while the parties intensify their mutual attacks, they are also trying to protect their gains. Periods of the war can lead to a major crisis for states. We can see the clearest example of this for Russia right now. Russia is facing many problems due to the state of the war that it is in. Russia is both affected by the embargo and sanctions imposed against it and is dealing with the increasing cost of the war losses. The situation that Russia is facing right now is problematic in many ways. On top of all this, the ever-increasing Ukrainian aggression is causing stress for Moscow. So the discipline and economic of the war is an important phenomenon, and the states need to take it very seriously, and they need to take every precaution regarding this matter. So therefore, in times of the crisis, the government must act in a planned manner. So the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine has intensified in recent days, and the Russian army is struggling to respond adequately to the Ukrainian counterattacks. And the Ukrainian army says that the strategic operations will continue periodically. It is said that all of these events are part of the Kiev plan against the Russian invasion, and the Ukrainian army, which formed an important resistance against the Russian invasion attempt, has developed itself and its capacities since the first of the war. So, successful operations against the Russian troops increased the motivation of the Ukrainian army, and the psychological dimension of the war made a big difference. So there have been many studies and news reports on the difference in the motivation between the Ukrainian army and the Russian army. And recently, the Ukrainian army achieved another great success. An important fighter jet for the Russian army was shot down by the Ukrainian army. And after the incredible attack, a statement was made by the Ukrainian authorities. In addition, the Ukrainian army announced that it will buy new systems to strengthen its air defense capacity. So now, if you're ready, let's analyze the latest developments together. As the Pioneer team, we continue to bring you the latest developments, so do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our daily map reports and reports on the agenda. You know that I read all of your comments, so also please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments. Let's start if you're ready, the Pioneer reports. The news that came as a big shock the other day shocked those who heard it. There was another important turning point in the ongoing counterattack operations of the Ukrainian army. And after the operation organized by the Ukrainian army, many social media users posted about this attack. So the news, which reached thousands of people in a short time, revealed the successful attack pattern of the Ukrainian army. Later that night, the Ukrainian army launched a very important counterattack, and the Ukrainian army, which caught the Russian troops by surprise, had been planning this attack for a long time. And the Ukrainian army, which made significant gains as a result of the attack, has stated that new operations will be organized in the coming days. So, in the operation launched by the Ukrainian army, an important response was given to the attack of the Russian army. All 36 missiles used in the attacks launched by Russia were destroyed by the Ukrainian army. In addition, 14 unmanned aerial vehicles were also destroyed by the Ukrainian army, and at this stage, everything was going according to the plan, and the Ukrainian army managed to repel the Russian attacks. So the second part of the operation was the main plan of the Ukrainian army. The Tu-22M3 aircraft, whose position was determined during the Russian offensives, became the main target of the Ukrainian counterattack. As a result of the Ukrainian counterattack, the Russian plane was successfully destroyed and crashed. After the Ukrainian attack, Russian officials said that the plane crashed due to the technical malfunction. However, Ukrainian authorities have released footage of a moment the plane was shut down. And the Ukrainian army shut down the bomber, marking a new first during the war. The Ukrainian army, which greatly increased its defensive capabilities, also managed to shoot down the Kh-22 missiles launched by the Russian attacks. So, Ukraine's main intelligence directorate provided crucial information about the attack. Ukrainian intelligence, which published images of the Ukrainian air defense and anti-aircraft operators, proved that the attacks were organized by them. So, in a statement made by the Ukrainian main intelligence directorate about the attack, details were given. According to the statements, the Tu-22M3 aircraft belonging to the Russian army was shot down about 300 kilometers from Ukraine. As a result of the attack organized by the Ukrainian army, the fighter jet was shot down on the Sevastopol region. Ukraine's mainline directorate said that this was the first such success. It is the first successful destruction of the strategic bomber in the air during a combat mission during Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And Ukrainian officials said that after this success, offensive operations will increase further. Andrei Yusov, spokesman for the Ukraine's main intelligence directorate, said in a statement, stating that the operation was a great success for Ukraine. Yusuf said that the destroyed plane was the first. Surprisingly, after the first plane was shot down by the Ukrainian army, the second Russian plane returned to the base. Yusuf stated that the operation was a real success and saluted the Ukrainian people. While the Ukrainian army achieved significant successes on the front line, it also gained another important support in the background. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said the other day that European Union leaders plan to provide Ukraine with 7 additional Patriot air defense systems. The US-made Patriot is considered among the most effective air defense systems in the world, and it is known for intercepting Russia's supposedly unstoppable hypersonic missiles. Due to the recent increase in Russia's airstrikes, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky and the Kiev's Foreign Minister Dmitry Kuleba have voiced demands for more Patriots from the foreign allies. In his speech, Scholz urged Western countries to speed up the process of getting key weapons to Ukraine. Earlier this month, Zelensky said that his country needed 25 Patriot systems, each with 8 batteries, to fully cover Ukraine. Germany has been among the most generous providers of the aid to Kiev throughout the war that Russian President Vladimir Putin launched in February 2022. According to the military sources, Germany will soon deliver more Iris-T and Skynex air defense systems to Ukraine, with the additional Patriot promised. Ukraine is still waiting for the outcome of the $61 billion packages from the US, and which will soon be voted by the Congress. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson said votes on the package would be finalized in the coming days. So critical developments in the war continue to unfold. How do you interpret the Ukrainian army shooting down its first bomber during the war? And what do you think are the turning points in the war? How do you find the Ukrainian army's offensive operations throughout the war? And the last one, how do you assess the situation of the Russian army? We care about your opinion, so please share it with us.